he actually wasted the whole turn to not do anything because he doesn't realize there's a fog effect in standard. Oh, it feels perfect. But I think we won. I don't think he can beat us at this point. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today very special deck, an archetype that kinda doesn't exist in standard. It exists in older formats, the Fog Control. With Fog of War, 3 mana instant that life gains for every creature on the battlefield and prevents all combat damage from creatures with 3 or less power. You can start the game even better, and you guess what happens on the next turn? High. And high. So you will sweep this board when you get all the damage prevented. You also have a lot of card advantage with Joint Exploration, Quick Study, Broker's Charm. Bant has access to both of those, and you can just have this 3 mana draw 2 cards, which is very cheap and easy to combine with Smite or just Soul Partition for additional tempo. So I really like the deck. You will also see a game against top 400 player in the ladder. It will be pretty epic, so I think you will like it. And guys, let's go into action. Let's not make it longer. Really appreciate you being here, and if you aren't subscribed so far, like, do it. Then you will get a cool daily deck like this every single day. So I mean, let the show begin. Alright guys, we're against, man, top 400. That's wild. That's definitely interesting one. We will go with the farmhand. No, we need blue mana, because it is possible we will go with Joint Exploration, and we also want to fake a counter spell, right? Seems like Esper Legend so far. Alright, I think we just need to play Quick Stud, honestly. Yep, we know exactly what's up. Our opponent is with the perfect curve, so that's a little bit scary. We don't have time to ramp. This is actually okay. Sunfall is the best card for the matchup, however we don't have the 5th land. We'll cast the Quick Study though, so I think it should be okay. It might be a little bit risky. We need to make sure, so the idea is that we slow him down so he doesn't kill us before turn 5. That's basically the whole strategy. We also have the Depopulate that will slow him down. So our opponent is literally having the perfect opening that is ever possible with this deck. Rough start, rough start. He really wants to attack with Skrelv, but he cannot because then he risks Graphene. And that should not be enough damage. The problem is if he has also Eartheye Resurrected. I mean, there's not much you can do about this one. Let's go with this. If we hit the Depopulate, that's great, but so far we don't. That's bad. Alright. A bit rough start, man. So we will cycle one of them and play the other one. Oh, that's painful. So our draw is definitely not on point. If we could depopulate this board, we basically won the game, and then Sunfall just closes the game officially. Alright, but the damage stacks slowly. The problem is that they will have a counter spell, and that's an absolute disaster then. And that's why him untapping the mana is such a big problem. And he's really high ranked, so I think he should know how to play. So I don't expect a free win here. Right, possibly one more turn. Very smart, very smart. So he knows that this is the turn, and he wants to make sure that we don't get there. But maybe we can... Like, we need a foggy... Man, we need anything! Like, we honestly need anything right now. That's probably not good enough. So, it's 5, 6, 7 damage, plus 3. So it's 10 damage. If he attacks with Skrelv, we get, you know, we get the thing. I will play like this and pass the turn, and I think him, being a good player, probably will just go all in. But we'll see, we'll see. Our opponent has really perfect opening compared to our really garbage opening, so the difference can be absolutely felt, but it's not lethal. Problem is this Eartheye. And when they get Eartheye resurrected or make disappear, it's over. I cannot beat it after missing so many plays. I want to see the quality of the cards. Absolute bet for the matchup, bet for the matchup. This one is kinda bad for the matchup, so they didn't really... waste anything. Sure. Oh, that hurts, man. I think we need to gamble they won't have a play. Alright. No painlands. That's super important. Let's draw some cards. Now we will hit probably all the things that we needed before, right? Negate is great, but not on this situation yet. Alright. The moment of truth. I did everything I could this game. If he has a counter spell, that's it. If he doesn't, that's pretty good. Sure, that is a thing though, don't forget. So I like how he plays. He plays really intelligently. Like he's trying to push us, and that was his wave second. But we are too good for too good in Magic for this one. So we have another Sunfall. Sure, that will be a problem. And now I definitely want 2 mana for a Negate. It probably won't hit anything. I could start attacking him, but that's not the winning play. I need him to not play Shaw. That's not a Shaw that. I think I can survive this. Alright, we'll start activating some creatures. He has Go for the Throats, he has shown it already. Alright, I need to go above 2 mana, because then I die to his Shorted and I don't have a hard counter spell right now. Man, that's so close. That's a hard counter spell, that's huge. That's absolutely huge. Painland should be okay. I think I can wait 1 more turn, right? I can draw insane amount of cards. 1 Dissipate is already great. A Fairy Mastermind. A Fairy Mastermind. Alright. I think my Broker's Charm had different mode. I control this, and you control this. Because it's a card advantage engine, and that's something we need to prevent. Alright, 3 mana gone. And that's only 3 mana. If he counters this, that will be a problem, but I don't know if he has counters, but he didn't have before. So he needed to draw them in like 2 last draws. We can also basically block everything, so he doesn't have great attacks. And we are getting real advantage right now. How lucky do we feel we are? I should not gamble this, but you know I will. You absolutely know I will gamble this. He might think about Emperor, right? Let's see if he attacks. It triggers once a turn, right? Yeah. Alright. Don't forget we have cards like Depopulate and Sunfall still. He didn't go for attack. I think it could be a mistake. We have Fog Effect, so I'm pretty sure we can live gain enough. As you can see, we have plenty of stuff. I want as much power as possible right now, so Tapland will go later. Sunfall is a really good deal here. I mean, he can block and get the clue, and he might be a good player enough to realize the play. So let's just Sunfall. Just make sure. Now we are with Dissipate. Yeah, my friend. All of the meta decks are aggro. I just need sweepers and I will win you. Talia. Pretty annoying, but not super strong. And I think right now we can start making the plays. We can start to be aggressive. That was an interesting stop. Let's go another Mirrex. We attack. He doesn't have any way to burn us except Shrouded. And we can play Soul Partition as well, so I'm not super scared. Let's see how he plays it. We have enough counters placed that it shouldn't matter, even with Plaza. Plaza is super expensive for him, that's basically his whole mana base. So I expect him to attack, otherwise how is he supposed to win? Alright, I guess not. But as you can see, we are very quickly taking over control. And there's not much he can do about it. And we will activate the big guy. We will keep the small one for blocking Talia. Even though we probably won't need to. Let's keep playing lands. You can see that with all the cardo, we just never run out of stuff to do. And this is something he generally should respect. He can kill one of the mites, and I will have to use the smite. Oh, is that it? A Ganja Wars. He still has the thing. Don't forget. And this cannot be countered, so I could just Soul Partition this. But first, let's kill Talia. Oh, no. We'll get rid of Talia. It's more fun this way. So, he used a Ganja, but there's no damage on the stack, so right now it's not a kill. He did the thing we wanted him to do. And now this is the real card I wanted to resolve. I would be angry if he resolved this one, because that was not the real play. It was a fake play. And even top 400 didn't order the triggers. First you need the first strike damage, then you play a Ganja. Otherwise you just waste potential. And I think that will be enough to close the game, honestly. Sure, that is his only chance. Easy. Just name the card and it's here. But we thought about everything. And Rusty is a bit rusty. Man, those jokes are getting worse daily. I hope you enjoyed this one. This was a pretty high level gameplay, to be honest. Alright, let's see this one. I mean, it's okay. We'll take it. It definitely should kill a lot of creatures, I think. Let's go with the headquarters. Some counter spells should be nice. We need to draw some more lands and some more Cardo, and we should be fine. Like 3 mana Cardo should fix probably most of the game. Jace is also okay, kinda. Do I need special mana here? Nah, we can go with Mirrex. Right, I'm making a little bit of stops. So, you know, he at least thinks about stuff, maybe. Like when you see full priority, it's not great. Alright, this is brutal. This is kinda brutal, but I think we can make it work. I actually think we can make it work. Oh, but there's Mishra's Founder. Alright, Mishra's Founder is absolutely annoying. Oh, this is not great. But will he... I actually don't want him to activate the Mishra's Founder. That will be great for him in every way. So what do I need? I need to play this on the next turn and play Jace for 5 loyalty, then get it to 6 on the empty... Okay. But no, then it will be 4 power because it will be night time. Man, that's so annoying. I don't like it. I think it's horrible, but I will do it. I'm basically just cycling the card now. Do I want to mill myself? Nah, I need to... It might be Tenacious Underdog, which is horrible, but it might not. Man, if I was on the play, I would just play the Smite on this and I would be absolutely fine. But yeah, he went for it. Anyway, that's actually weird, right? Bruh? That was kind of a no turn. I think we won. I actually think we won with this one. Exiling, so no Takenuma or Geeks command respect for sure that. I mean, that's kind of fine for me. We drew a land, which is great. We have a Sunfall, so we will go for this one. This is a pretty good target for Trespasser. It's basically a 4 mana sorcerer speed removal that doesn't force you to discard due to ward. If he just keeps going with the Foundry, he won't win the game. Like, he will lose all the gas at like 6 or 8 life total on my side. Our colors are a bit fuzzy, but we can make them work, I think. Yeah, like we have the Smite right now. We also can counter 2 of the next spells. Oh man, this is definitely something I would love to counter. And he will activate the Foundry? No, he has no mana. Celestus is absolutely devastating card in long games. You don't want to see it. I see. There's no... Oh, no. I need a counter spell. I just remembered. With Fog of War we actually have way more life than he thinks. Sure. Usually decks have, control decks have problems with the Foundry thing, but not us. And you know what? I think this is the turn when we can cast the Broker's Charm, so we'll be at 9. And that's absolutely fine. If he won't make more plays, we will stabilize fully right now. Yeah, I think this is the huge turn when he lost the impact. We just need some lands. Perfect. This is extremely important draw. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't feel like it will take a moment to close the game, but I think at this point we have answers to everything. I see. This is definitely a good attempt. This is an extremely powerful card. And maybe he can follow up on the next turn as well. Because we need a moment to play the Emperor. Jace, how many cards do we have? Oh, he's eating his own stuff because he wanted to lower the library probably. I think this should answer everything possible. We have Smite, we have Soul Partition. And let me start doing some cool cards. I will actually mill myself. I don't think we can draw 3 cards. And I don't want to risk underdog on this turn. Okay, now on the next turn we can start milling him. I just need to keep the card consistency, so I'm up. He needs to put a lot of pressure into the board. And like the point is, the funny thing is that he thinks that we cannot answer this Foundry since like 7 turns, when in reality we could answer it immediately if we cared. It's just not a good enough threat. And we want him to slow down. Like, he basically pays half of his turn every turn for 2 damage. And as you can see, he has a lot of cards, but he's just so behind on tempo because he took the wrong strategy. Like, attacking with a 2-2 won't really kill control decks unless they are super on the verge of dying. Alright, we are going first. We have some Sunfalls. And I mean, we have a little bit of blue mana. Not too much though, not too much, but we have white and green. And we're against mono red. Hero. Not really a hero, are we? Alright, let's go like this. And I should put a stop, you know, just in case. So our goal is to try to survive until the fog. And then survive until the sunfall. I mean, until the fog won't be super hard. Alright, we'll go like this. I mean, that's an interesting hand, isn't it? Triple Sunfall for lands. I really hope we will draw the last one because we super need it. Oh, that's perfect. Man, he actually wasted the whole turn to not do anything because he doesn't realize there's a fog effect in standard. Oh, it feels perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh man, my voice even cracked from excitement. That's how happy I am with this one. So he did 0 damage and he healed us. How perfect can it be? Alright, so this is a perfect Sunfall target, right? It's what? 5, 8 damage, 11? Sure, bro. Absolutely sure.
I am the Emperor.
I don't need the life gain right now. Do I need to plus?
Protect my people.
Yeah. Let's put the blockers here. And let's show our opponent the business. Enjoy. He knows. At this moment, he knew. Alright, so pretty good stuff. Emperor at high loyalty. Unfortunately, it's still in the range of Lightning Strike, Godric, all this stuff, but you know, you cannot really get more value than this. It's all about their draws. Swift Spear. Pretty impactful, especially that they will pump it instantly, as you can see. Down to 3 cards. We have some Sunfalls, but we need to work for it. I hope he plays another creature. Nope. This is probably the perfect answer he could hope. He doesn't waste a single point of damage, and most of it is in non-creature form. So I could kill the Swift Spear, but I think I will just activate the thing. You know what? Let's do it now. We might draw something. Alright, moving on. Moving on. Those were some quality draws. Unfortunately, I need the token probably to kill the Foundry. Alright. Some Sunfall targets. Swing. It should be full, right? Ah? Alright, 1 damage is something I can absolutely deal with. It might be Monstrous Rage, but it's not like we can do anything about this one. Alright, damage point acquired. Nah. Oh, this is a pretty good one. However, Sunfall is still better, right? Because of the token. Alright. Keeping the board clear. Being at 8. We have some fog effects for live game potentially. And we still have the blocker for the Foundry. We need to start activating those, but it should be fine. I always want to keep one of them, you know, ready. And this way we also avoid all the sweepers. So we have a board that is just gated by our mana base, but it's dynamic board. When we need it, it will happen. The problem is that he has 3 cards, so all he needs to do is just play them and point at our face. And we didn't get enough. Well, the center play was pretty hurting. If I -2, I would be at 5 life more, so 11. So that could be a huge difference, of course. I think we activate the smaller one first, because I don't super want to be aggressive. Right, enough with the sweep. Like, I appreciate sweepers, but it's 5 of them in 16 cards. That's a little bit above average. A little bit above average. So I mean, do we just wait for the burn? Feels like it. I will have to go with Mirrex and start killing him like this. I cannot really attack. Playing 1 creature with haste and activating the Foundry. Yeah, I like do the thing. If you draw good cards, you win. That's how Mono Red plays. You just need to hit the right cards and you will win every matchup. Alright. I think he wants to keep 2 mana open at every time because he expects possibly a Make Disappear. That is not the right tap. I don't have blue mana. That's really bad. Like, if you counter a lightning, I think he has the thing. Oh man, this is huge. This is actually huge. And I want him to activate the Mishra's Founder, right? So I want Mirrex and the Fog effect, but I won't be able to do it. So I will just activate the token and Fog of War. So we will attack for 3 right now. Because we have Fog, so I actually want him to play creatures. And because they won't matter. And I probably need to activate a lot of stuff in answer to his burn that will kill me. Might be rough. Adversary. I see. So that will be a lightning strike. But it's not over. Alright, so this is the card. He is fully tapped. Alright, let's wait until he goes with the lightning strike. Let's see the target. Because the target is a thing. How do you work? That would be this turn by creatures. Alright, so still. He thinks he won, but he didn't, because we have this fog effect, and that's why we don't need the live gain in the deck as much, because this is our live game. Alright, I mean, we are making some small progress. We don't want to Soul Partition this one for sure. So this is what? 6 damage? That's not the worst. Soul Partitioning is not the worst, I guess, because he needs 4 mana then to get with the adversary, and we also get 1 turn. Alright, let's go for it. That's ballsy. Let's see. Oh, he's trading? I think he should not block, but he went for it. That's bad. I hope that he won't. Alright, change of plans. I wanted to do something else, but in the end we'll do this. Alright, so we kinda traded inequally, but we have the token and he doesn't. And we also have Mirrex activation, so I'm still okay on the tempo game a little bit. Sure. So what is the mode? Drawing card? No. 1 damage. Alright. That's a little bit all in. Full swing. Alright, so we will definitely go for the thingy. I didn't think he will go for Founder, to be honest. I thought that's the second play. How do you work? Into Graveyard, sure. So we are going for the Aura. This way we don't lose life, you know, 1 life. And if we bounce it, he can just do it again on the next turn, and we don't want this. So we are in Lightning Strike. Burn. I put a lot of sweepers in the deck, but I don't want to draw every single one of them in top 20 cards, alright? Like, try to spread them around the deck. And now Mishra's Founder is not here. Alright, is that like, we won't win by poison, that's for sure. I mean, we have Growing Bird. I will play like this. I know he can draw a Lightning Strike, but he might not. Alright, that's bad. That's a really good top deck that he just got. Alright, land is a little bit better. Man, the game is absolutely harder than it should be. So, I mean, we can just do it right now. Even if he has Sorcerer Speed, I actually want him to use it. Man, can I draw like any other part of my deck than sweepers and lands? So we need to attack first, and we need to go with Depopulate and make another, you know, more stuff. We have Silver Scrutiny, so I will play the land. I mean, it's not, I think that's a game. We need him to start whiffing like we are. Oh, I'm salty. I'm so salty. I really thought we should win this game. I probably misplayed something, but the draw was pretty awful in the end, and yeah. That kinda killed me. Alright, that seems to be a very healthy hand, so we will take it. We'll start with Thicket. We definitely need some blue mana. Alright, we will have one at turn 3. So I mean, it's a good opening overall. To be absolutely fair, I should open with this one. This means painless blue mana on the next turn. So, you know, I kinda whiffed on this play. But I think we won. I don't think he can beat us at this point. Yeah, like his scaling is too slow, like he needs to be on the play with better 1-drop. Right now he does kinda nothing. Do I try to go for the Jace play? It will be absolutely amazing with the Depopulate. I will. It's so fun. If it works, it will be so hilarious because I have a Planeswalker basically negating whatever he plays with triple sweeper, and he cannot beat this. The game is over. The best play he can make is to pump it to 4 power somehow, and I don't think the deck is capable of this. Up to 3 is easy, but not at 4. Adeline even. Oh, Adeline. Adeline is the only play. They can make the token with haste and the token will be 2. Just name the freaking card! Oh man, just pick the card that does the thing and they will have it. Alright, I still will win this, but it's pretty hilarious that you just name the card and it's here. And this is also one of the reasons you really like Depopulate in your deck. Imagine if we didn't have Depopulate right now. We would possibly die on the next turn. If he has like Vanguard into land, we are absolutely dead. And now he has nothing. And we have Quick Study to recover the card advantage, so we traded what? 1, 2.5 basically, for 1. Yep, that's his second wave, but because we are at 16, we don't super care. So we play this land, we say, you can go. The Mishra's Founder will be the only problem. I want more commitment from him. None of the cards he has haste, so whatever he plays just basically dies for free. And we'll cast the Quick Study when he attacks, because it could be a Smite, which would solve the Founder problem. The mana tap is correct. And here we are. See? Quality content. I told you, never believed. Oh boy, he's so dead, it's not even funny. Still, there is a chance we never draw anything good again in this game, and then he might still win this. I'm going for the Sunfall, not for the exile effect, but I want the huge token. 3/3 is huge. If we depopulate this, We probably will get a 1 or 2/2 token at most. Talia is long overdue, and as you can see, like the game was basically decided on turn 2 or 3 because we were on the play. If he was on the play, the game would be extremely close, and it is possible we would lose. But with Depopulate, I think we still would win. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's games. They were pretty fun, and I have to say, this is a very different deck than the usual Control, and I think if you are a fan of, you know, just experimenting with different builds, this one is super fun. I did not play with Fog Effect in Standard since years. I actually had a historic deck full of this kind of stuff, and it was one of my favorites, with Tamio for mana that just kept getting back Fog Effects, and just sweeping the board and just going over and over, and I tell you man, a lot of decks were super frustrated, and I really like this archetype. And this is the only card I believe that does this kind of effect in Standard. This means you need to go Bant if you want to try it, but it's one of the advantages for Bant together with Broker's Charm. So as you can see, we don't have too many green cards, but the ones we have are super impactful. Joint Exploration, allowing you to sweep with Sunfall 1 turn earlier. We have more Sunfalls than Depopulate. Depopulator is more of a side plan. Sunfall is always your main sweeper, and yeah, the Broker's Charm really help with a lot of stuff. You might have noticed we don't play Farewell in this deck, just because it's 2 mana more expensive, and I want to make sure that I sweep the board by turn 5 for sure. And Broker's Charm can fix this situation with the mode Destroy Target Enchantment. Some enchantments will be super annoying. We still cannot hit artifacts, so that's a small problem, but you can always Soul Partition and negate it, so you know, it's not the worst. And one of the cool things about the deck is Jace forces your opponent to kill you in time. If they have 30 cards, they probably are in lethal range already, so you kind of force your opponent to, you know, close the game faster than he possibly can. We also have a lot of Mirrex, so you know, against control decks we can put up a very good fight, I would say. Especially that with all the quick stat, the Broker's Charm, Silver Scrutiny and Joint Exploration, you generally have a little bit more mana and more plays than usually. And all of the cards that you play are pretty quick. 3 mana compared to the Deluge 4 is big difference, and also like your opponent don't want to dissipate a quick stab. Like, it's not a great target, especially that you have plenty of those, so if they counter 1 you still have 5 more, and it means that it's much more resilient than the Memory Deluge, which if you get 1 and it gets hit by Dissipate, that's basically your cardo for the deck. So you know, Memory Deluge is more powerful, but also more risky. And with Jace, you can punish every non-aggro deck very, very quickly. If they tap for even 1 full turn, you can just mill their whole deck. And that's really fun. So, I enjoyed the deck. I think it's something fresh. I really wanted to, you know, showcase you Bant, but in a different way, so you have something, you know, new, interesting. And I think we really did the job. I had a blast playing this one, and nobody expects Fog of War. Believe me, nobody. Absolutely nobody. One of the cool things that is not obvious, Depopulate is already 1 mana cheaper than normal sweeper, so your opponent might not play around it. Sunfall is the main sweeper right now in Standard, so you might already catch them off guard, but even those that are super vigilant or, you know, super smarty about their aggro plays, nobody will think about Fog of War, which means they usually try to hit you the most 1 turn before a sweeper. That's where they get all the scaling, like they have this add line that created some tokens, and then they spam Vanguard, Vanguard, and go for this huge swing that usually can kill you for like 15 life and just go for lethal. If you have Fog of War, they cannot do it. And if they can't kill you, you just sweep the board on the next turn. So whatever they do, it will be a loss for them. This is one of the reasons we called the game on turn 2, and we know that this is basically over. Of course, there's some variety, but in reality, this is basically a turn 3 sweeper, if you can chain it with the Depopulate or Sunfall. And that's huge. That's something they cannot beat simply. So if your hand will be good enough, you will always win against, you know, especially like humans, which is the top tier deck right now, and probably the best laddering tool. Monored is a bit weaker, but a bit faster, so it kinda evens out. So guys, I talk a lot about those decks because they are super interesting, and I'm pretty happy with and proud about this deck. So I hope you will also like it. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for you know, just being positive, all the great comments. It's always such a joy to just go into video and read all the excitement and all the stuff. Like, it makes making content so much more fun. Thanks to you guys, so thank you for that. And yeah, I mean, see you tomorrow.